Next up, we've got Georgia Loewen, who is doing a Master's of Science in Human-Computer Interactions at Carleton University. Georgia's 3MT presentation is titled Video Game Accessibility and Wearable Technology.
Video games are such an interesting phenomena. From humble beginnings in the 1970s with arcade games, the video game industry has grown to become a multi-billion-dollar industry and has become ingrained into society and into our homes. In Canada alone, the Entertainment Software Association estimates that 53% of the population plays video games. But with such worldwide success, we must face the unfortunate reality that video games have not always been inclusive. There's been efforts to increase inclusivity in some areas, such as the push for a stronger presence of women in the gaming industry, and the increase of diversity of playable characters in popular video games. However, the gaming industry still has a long ways to go, especially so in addressing accessibility needs. 16% of the world's population has a disability. That's 1 in 6 people. And an estimated 92% of individuals with disabilities play video games, according to a Netherlands study on gaming accessibility. That is a significant demographic of people that has been historically ignored. Since 2018, there's been efforts to address some accessibility needs, with the most notable stride being the release of the Xbox Adaptive Controller, pictured on my slide. However, this device has some drawbacks. When used with the Logitech Accessible Gaming Kit, the setup is cumbersome and bulky. Additionally, this is only one controller variant that only scratches the surface of fulfilling the full spectrum of needs of the disabled gamer community. In addition to needing more accessible interaction, video games in general are in need of new and innovative interaction. This has been the subject of extensive study on how wearable technology can offer that new avenue of interaction. But what if wearable technology could also be leveraged to create more accessible interaction? This is the intersection of my research, and through my research, I have conducted in-depth interviews with video game players with physical disabilities that affect their upper limbs to understand their experience using wearable technology and their needs in video game interaction. From this research, I have developed design guidelines for creating accessible gaming wearables. These are designing for interactivity, designing for independent use, designing for customizability and flexibility in use, and designing for modularity. With these design guidelines in mind, I will further my research by creating accessible gaming wearables to use with study participants in real video games. In conclusion, my research uses methods of speculative design, physical computing, and usability testing to push the boundaries of wearable technology and to further include the voices of individuals with disabilities in the conversation around video game interaction. Thank you so much for listening today.